I got the band called Orgy. I got the idea for a redo Pokemon series. And also a Basilisk and Orgy crossover. And also the redo story of Taken 3. What the heck do these four important things have in common? They are my most proudest projects that I ever thought about. And I want to do a top 5 list that's all about the projects I decided to create for the past 2 years ago. For sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boopop977. This is my review for today. And today, I have no review, ladies and dudes, but today's list, ladies and dudes, ta-da! The top 5 list is finally back. And a brand new top 5 list that nobody has never done before. That has something to do with Orgy. Oh yeah, I better put them together. Orgy again with the Basilisk characters. Oh yeah, I better get the Ego ones too. There's Oboro. And we gotta fix the Pokemon series somehow in some ways. And also fix Taken 3. So yep, all my projects, well, all the things have one thing in common. They are my proudest projects I ever thought about. Oh yeah, about Orgy. I have an idea for a movie for them, since they are so darn underrated. So, okay, ladies and dudes, this is gonna be a really, really tough list to do, but one of my most easiest ideas ever. So my top 5 list of the day is my top 5 of how to make my project so darn creative and also very darn epic. Well, it's a really, really hard title to do. Well, I'll try this again for my title. Okay, my top 5 of how to create my greatest projects very epic. Okay, that's much better. Because I got a whole ton of ideas in my head and I want to see how will these greatest projects mine will work. And make sure they are very, very epic. And I want all 4 of these projects to be my most greatest epic masterpieces. But like I said, I'm no director, I'm no screenwriter, I'm no producer, I am no composer, or any of the stuff that involves movies, TV shows, and anime. Well, if you know me that well, or I'd rather be a great ideal person. I have a whole ton of ideas of how to make my greatest projects work. In many ways, I guess. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 most greatest ideas of how to find a way to make my projects so darn epic. If you know what I mean. And yes, I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Like, hopefully, for the redo story of Taken 3, no more shaky cams. We don't want any more shaky cams that involves something that involves action scenes. If you know this movie very well, and truly our least favorite Taken film of all time. And also, adding so many great epic scenes in a story. And I got too many of them in my head, and it'll be way too hard for me to explain which one of these ideal of a scene that'll be so grand, so epic, and one of the most greatest memorable scenes that we'll never forget in movie, TV show, or anime history. And also a pure epic score. Now that'll be really, really hard for me to think about because the score will always be the best part of films and anime that I will never forget in world history. And most of all, a whole ton of hidden Easter eggs. Yeah, I decided to add some hidden Easter eggs for Taken 3 the Redo story and also Orgy the movie. Something that has to do with the Oh Great My Liam Neeson's previous films or some of the stuff that came from Orgy's past. Like something that came from in their albums or in their previous lives, I guess. That's all I could say about hidden Easter eggs. And now, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 choices of what type of things I want to create for my greatest projects so they could be so darn epic. Okay, coming at number 5, let's work on a very underrated storyline. To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really want all of my storylines to be so darn underrated and overlooked. And there's so many underrated storylines that nobody had never talked about. We never had a storyline that involves independent people. We never had a storyline about in the Pokemon series that we need to study about synchro evolution. Or maybe an underrated story about a heavy metal band who did not go fully popular enough. So yeah, ladies and dudes, you know me. I love underrated stuff. And all the things I'm talking about in my collection, they're all underrated. They all need to be overlooked. And we need a brand new storyline that needs to be fresh and new so we could not worry about the same storyline over and over again from so many years ago. Hard for me to explain about that important part. So yeah, we do need an underrated storyline that deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 is getting to know some new characters. I will say for the brand new characters I want to add in my stories, like for, let's see, for the redo story for the Pokemon series, like, I want to get to know one character that the Grand Pokemon Master Liam has, and that is a mysterious Raichu named Michael. And yes, Michael does have a very mysterious storyline that is all about that he cannot do any electric attacks at all. No Thunderbolt, no agility, no, I forgot, it's a full tackle thing, or doing the electric ball thing. So yeah, Michael, the mysterious Raichu, had 0 experience, to have any electric attacks at all. He looks like just a normal Raichu who could do quick attack, agility, and some fighting moves. Pretty cool, huh? And also getting to know from the Basilisk crossover along with Orgy, we need some new characters that's all about the Misfit Clan. A couple of ninja clans who don't fit in, and they have no ninja powers at all. They're just normal human beings who are doing normal ninja stuff. Well, they can do the climbing and jumping the tree thing and whatever, but they have no ninja powers at all. They're normal human beings and they want to live in a nice normal life, and yeah, doing some normal ninja stuff here and there. And the best part about the Misfit Clan, they're known as the Peacemakers. They want to bring peace to any type of people who are ninjas or not. So that's all I could say about getting to know new characters in a different storyline. So I gotta put that at number 4. Coming at number 3. We need more 2D hand-drawn animation and less CGI. I want all 4 of these beautiful projects to be perfectly 2D hand-drawn animation. I mean, I want to see this 2D hand-drawn animation to be epic, unique, and so darn beautiful. And it needs to be mind-blowing. Oh yeah, I really want 2D hand-drawn animation to be very, very rich and very well detailed. Something I can imagine in my head just a little bit. Let's see, I want Orgy the movie to have good 2D hand-drawn animation. It needs to be rich. And I want the redo story of the Pokemon series to have pure rich animation. Even the part where Ash reunites with his Pidgeot again. And I want to see a great scene that featured them in 2D hand-drawn animation. And also the fight scene between Greninja and Raichu. Something that will blow my mind. For sure. And yeah, no more CGI. I'm afraid CGI is being way too overrated for animation right now. So I think they waste their time on those CGI stuff for way too long. So yeah, more 2D hand-drawn animation and less CGI deserves to be at number 3. And coming at number 2. Number 2 is the most important thing of all. We need bad A-word dudes who are truly good guys at heart. And I only know 2 good characters who should deserve to be, the best looking dudes who are really bad A-word dudes, but they're really good guys at heart. And that is Jay Gordon and Benjamin Williams, the 2 best legendary protagonist dudes I ever thought about in my own projects. We got Benjamin Williams, who's known as the legendary independent warrior who wants to make all the difference, to be one of the best dudes out there who does have a particular set of skills that won't kill lives no more, but to protect them. And he will do anything in his will to protect one person who's really, really pregnant. And also, she's going to have a baby soon, but maybe 8 more months to come, I guess. And as for Jay Gordon, he has 2 paths. One, he has to get to know this girl that he rescued in the capsule, while the other is this sweet little lady that he has to protect away from an evil madman who had taken away her life way too soon. And I'm talking about her innocent life. Her innocence got lost thanks to that evil madman Tenzin. If remember the thing I told you about. So yeah, Jay Gordon and Benjamin Williams, 2 great bad A-word dudes who may be a bunch of bad A-word dudes and doing bad A-word things here or there, but yet they're really good guys at heart, and they want to protect the most important people that they ever cared about. That's for sure. And that's why it deserves to be at number 2. Coming at number 1, it's the most important one of all if I want to make all my projects so darn epic and unique in so many ways. But sadly, I have to cut this number 1 part short. And maybe I'll have to go ahead and do another top 5 list for it, so I could explain to you all about this number 1 spot. So to cut this short for number 1 is fleshing out and developing the characters. And I guess everybody wants to know is, which one of the characters needs to be fleshed out and well developed the most? I'll have to do another top 5 list for it, ladies and dudes. So this is to be continued. Yep, that is my top 5 of how to create my greatest project so darn epic and so darn unique. And I know this title is going to be weird to all of you. So tell me, ladies and dudes, what do you think of my brand new top 5 list that nobody has never done before? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's pretty decent? And what type of things that you want me to add on one of my best projects ever that I did for the last 2 years ago, so we can make it so epic and grand? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there, let me know, and I'll be back for my top 5 of which characters that needs to be fleshed out and developed the most. If you know what I mean. So, I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.